Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of the next 7 days with a general overview. And we're going to start out with the coffee cup, then we're going to jump into the tarot. By the way, if you go out and enjoyed this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe, and hit the thumbs up. That's the best and the free way to support the channel. If you would like a private reading, I have my email in the description box. Go ahead, send me an email, and I get back to you as soon as possible. I'm using here amethyst crystals. This is actually the crystal of protection and clears the negativity. And I'm feeling this heavy energy, maybe because the full moon is coming. I don't know why. I feel like maybe some of you are feeling that too, so we can clear it all out of our system. It seems like towards the end of the weekend, we have some tears of joy. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but you see the eyes and the little beak of the penguin right there. Penguins, they mate for life. I was actually watching this penguin giving his caretaker a stone, a pebble, which means actually but that's how they mate. That's how they choose. I feel like that's where we get the diamond idea as well. That symbolizes their commitment. So this can be someone coming in. For some of you, if you're looking for love, commitment, it can be the sign of that commitment. And I feel like this has some sort of like that innocence, that pureness of the penguin. Another thing here with this energy is I feel like this can be also a commitment you're gonna get maybe through a job, through a person, a friendship, which will be satisfying, which will be also really have this innocent pureness energy to it. Okay, I see overall there's like a you're starting the week very crowded, maybe in a crowded area. There's a bird with a beak right there as well. This bird can be parrot, can represent someone. I see another parrot right here too. This can symbolize people who talk a lot. Okay, maybe you're actually going to start your week with people who talk a lot or who has a lot of things to say, or maybe asking for you to say things, but when you say them, they don't really have much response. Another thing with the talking energy, I feel there's a Gemini in the air. Gemini tend to actually have this hyper intelligence, but it doesn't like they talk to express themselves. But this can also be another air sign, Libra or Aquarius as well. However, Gemini is the most like that energy tells me here. Parrot can also be someone keep repeating what you're saying back to you. Okay, this is not a negative thing. I see there's a conversation happening between a feminine character and a masculine character right there. And these birds can be the ones that are actually on the background. Maybe they don't really have any effect, but they're just making noise here. And you might be dealing with a situation, maybe a serious situation, or maybe dealing with an authority situation, and there are some birds on the background. Maybe they are not really knowledgeable about the subject, but they're talking, and maybe they're stressing you out because of their just talking too much. It seems like here you need to only focus on that one that can affect the outcome, not the ones that are actually like throwing word salads, basically. Okay. The example comes to me, maybe, okay, if you're going to school, I keep giving this example because I was mentioning another friend of mine the other day and she says, oh, you really like studying? I said, yes, I love it. I can study all my life long. That's why I keep giving the school example, but this can apply to any situation in your life. So maybe you're going to school, you're learning something, you have a professor, there's a situation that you need to resolve with them, but you have other people, students, they're talking, oh, he's not like that. He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't take that. He doesn't accept that as an answer. But when you get into this kind of one-on-one relationships with people, the situation is different. Maybe their experience is different than yours. It's going to be different than yours, okay? This can be with a boss, with a landlord. This can be with a colleague. Maybe everybody, they're not really perfect or they're not really enjoying other people's company, but they might be enjoying you. They want to get engaged with you, have a conversation with you because you really fulfill them when they talk to you. So I feel like here, this is what's going to happen. If you're hesitant because of other people's chatter, seems like here you need to really focus on your inner guidance right there. I see another phone line forming here, and there's like maybe even a coral reef growing right there. Coral reef can symbolize an organic environment that you're going to be stepping in. This can be a community, can be a religious community, or like a spiritual community, can be even a new environment that you're going to be moving in. I see there's a person sticking out right there, but overall, this can be like a leader of that, and can be a new living environment. I see there's like a job issues resolving and a living situations resolving for some of you. Like this can be, I see a flower growing, and maybe you have a certain desire, and there's a lot of like discussion about that when it comes to community. This can be a living community. That's why I want to mention that too. Maybe you want to live in a specific city, country, and there's a new flower growing right there. I feel like this flower can symbolize something that you're planting at this moment, which will grow and flourish, but it might require you to water it a little bit, okay? This can be the idea of traveling, moving to another country, moving to another state or city, but you are maybe not really doing the work of researching or calling up people, or maybe even like looking up if there's something available for you there. Because sometimes we feel like, oh, okay, I've been living here for 20 years and I can never go anywhere, but there might be another city calling you. Okay, initially inspiration can show up as a simple idea. It might not show up as like a massive plan. Like I told you that you're gonna start making the plans. What's on the top? Okay, so you might have some conflict in ideas or people creating conflict at this moment about your decision. But overall, it seems like you're going to be able to actually come up with a plan if you really clear your mind. Another thing this can symbolize is maybe you have a lot of thoughts right now. You don't have clarity about a subject. And I see maybe towards the end of the week that clarity might really come in. I kind of see a person here. It looks like a ghost. You can see the eyes of the person wearing a hat. Hat can symbolize an authority figure. I see letter E here, like Eric, Elizabeth. The ghost can be someone who's actually like working in the background. I don't know, the word ghost pepper comes to mind. I don't know if this is like something specific for you. It can be something in a formula that you need to use, or this person can have the taste of that, okay? They are like, ghost pepper is actually extremely spicy pepper. That's what it represents. But this person might be someone who's not really looking like that. But when you engage, they might come up in that in a very spicy way. However, I see they are actually very light when it comes to your energy. So again, it's coming to the same point. Maybe there is a person that everybody is afraid of, but it seems like here this person is ready to help you there, okay? But maybe you need to just take the chance to create the communication line, because I see the phone lines are forming. This can even be a system or an institution. This can be I'm thinking maybe something that you want to apply, but you feel like you're not going to get the right response. Seems like overall it's working out very good here. It's just bringing light, okay? I see a number 8 here. This can be a small financial gift coming into your life. And I see here, you can see the house right on the hill right there. I see letter T. The house is right there. The roof I can see right there. Some of you might be even like finding like a dream home or something. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind, and let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see this was a profile of a person. Now the face is actually coming down. You can see the mouth here, the nose, and the hair, and they're looking at like kind of like a mosquito without the wings here. Mosquito, they're actually okay. You have one desire coming really fast. There's a second one. This has some time. Okay, mosquito might be someone who has a lot of words and annoying. They tend to have this annoying attitude. And this can be a person right now that you're dealing with, has a lot of words, but not really, their words have value, okay? And the thing is, they're big right now. They're taking a lot of space in your life. This can be someone that you're listening to or you're giving a lot of credit to. But it seems like another thing here, they don't have the wings. So they don't really have the power of that they're supposed to have. So this can be someone who had the power back in the day. Maybe they didn't use it for good. Now they don't have it anymore and they want to use it over you again. What I see there is actually, you can see there's a face right here with a big ear. Instead of listening to someone who actually talks a lot, their big ear indicates someone who listens a lot or listens a lot of resources, listens a lot of people, has gathered a lot of information. And above them, there's a hat, and above the hat, there's a candle right there. So this can be a person, candle indicates wish fulfillment, who has manifested the wish and desire already. So it's a good example for you. Instead of maybe listening to the mosquito who keeps like buzzing in your ear, I feel like the more you listen to the ones who have wish fulfilled, or have like a certain direction, a north star that they're going towards to, will get you to this like clear mind, and also the wish desire coming forward here. Okay, faster. I see letter L as a Larry, Loretta, Elaine. It can be someone's first name or the last name. There's another number 8 here. This can be like a Friday timeline. And the number 8 symbolizes material satisfaction, money coming in, karma completing. I know it's like the next 7 days. It can be a very short period of time to get something completed and come to your way. But it can be the first sign of a situation actually coming to an end, okay? Maybe getting an approval or getting like an email that will really, give you big hopes about your desires. Let's go day by day. I know this is Tuesday today. I don't know why it's been like for the last couple days. I have this like headaches. That's why I couldn't really. Oh my God, 501s again, guys. What are you happening? What's happening here? That's why we're gonna start on Tuesday and get to next week till Monday. So I couldn't really record. But let's see. 501s is competition, conflict, and maybe people being against your desires, acting against them. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. We have page of wands coming up here. It seems like you are on, this is a good time for you to start something exciting, doing something exciting. Page of Wands is like a little bit less immature, like energy, not less immature. It's a little bit immature energy compared to King of Wands. So it seems like this can be something that you're not really knowledgeable about. So that can indicate a little bit being cautious, because I saw like the 5 of Wands keep showing up. You might have a lot of competition in that field. Okay, so before you maybe invest everything in your pocket or in your heart into this thing, you might want to maybe consider doing a background check. This kind of sneezes, I don't cut them out, because in this kind of readings, those are actually indicative of approval. So it seems like, yes, whatever that you're desiring, that passion that you have, has competition in the background of it. Conflict, maybe in some cases. But it seems like here you're going to be fine. You're going to be able to resolve that if you take baby steps, not jump into it into full. We have here Wednesday. We have 2 of coins, 2 of pentacles. This can be a time that you need to really start balancing things out. Meaning, if you're working really hard, you need to start taking a break time to time, okay? Working hard can be like maybe actively at work, you're going to work, taking 10 minutes at a time and spending that time not, like I remember when I used to work in companies and corporates and stuff, I used to have my lunch break on my desk, I was designing, I was a designer, on my desk, keep drawing, keep sketching stuff. And now I look back, that was my time. Okay, and that was my time that I should have been going outside, going to a park, watching birds for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever that is. But I was just sitting there and eating my lunch on that desk and trying to get things done. And world's work never gets done. That's what my mother says. Like, you cannot finish all the work in the world even if you spend your whole life. So it seems like Wednesday can be one of those days. And if you're feeling frustrated, it's time to just step back a little bit, take a break from the things, okay? We have Judgment here. Thursday, I feel like Judgment card can mean 2 things here. Maybe you have a person Okay, coming forward that you had like maybe a discussion with and disagreement with, they might come for apologizing, or they might come for it is a judgment day. They might ask for forgiveness, or this can be a situation maybe someone wronged you, and it is going to come to light now. It is going to get illuminated, and what's going to happen here with the judgment day is you're going to really see why certain things happen, like the chain of events, basically. And another thing here, this will give you closure in some situations. This can be about a relationship too. I know it's a little short timeline, but on Thursday, you might even realize maybe someone that you have dated in the past getting their karma, and you realizing, oh, if I was still there, I was going to be a part of that. So thank God it didn't really continue. It can be something like that. It can be about work. There's something that is going to get revealed to you. And this is also not only like forgiveness, but also understanding why actually life take you through a certain pathway. Friday, we have Seven of Wands, and protect what you're creating here. Seven of Wands also have this defensive attitude, as you can see. However, we can see a little bit like the camera from the bottom that he's getting recorded right there, meaning you might get a promotion, you might get an upgrade, and during that upgrade, maybe some people are going to reject to that or react to that. I feel like the judgment can also be something that you deserves already that you're receiving, and maybe you might get some opposition to that, but this doesn't mean that they're going to be able to affect it. I feel like with the Seven of Wands energy, you're going to be protecting that energy, okay? And we have Four of Cups on the weekend. Usually Four of Cups indicates maybe restraining yourself too tightly or being too loose about certain subjects, but I feel like here this can come as a warning as well. If you are having a hard time to maybe decide on some things, I want to actually get these are all legends. I want to get the legend here too. If you're holding on too tightly on something, this can be telling you that just be a little bit. Oh, this is Four of Cups. I'm sorry. I keep seeing Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. So Four of Cups can indicate maybe boredom. Not being able to do on the Saturday that your heart's desiring what you want to do. You might not get the chance to do that. What is he doing here? That's another thing. I want to see the legend, because these are all legends right there. Let's see what this legend is. We have Danish folktale here from Denmark, the Nightingale. The Four of Cups represents romanticizing bad choices while ignoring the good alternatives before you. It is coveting what is superficially better, neglecting a plain nightingale who can actually sing away death. A lack of awareness, pessimism, daydreaming, lethargy. So I feel like here, this is actually telling you on the weekend, you might have some free time to contemplate on the bad old days, but thinking they were the good stuff. Okay, that's what this card actually gives us as a legend. However, another thing with the Four of Cups is I interpret it in the sense of like you have 3 cups fulfilled. 3 of Cups indicates celebration, upgrade, and getting like an education or maybe graduation. Something good happening there, but the 4th cup is in the air on the cloud, and you keep staring at that. Oh, I wish I had that one too, but you don't know if that cup is actually going to be serving you. You already have some things, and I feel like this can be during the weekend. You're actually focusing on the things you already have and that are thriving, rather than focusing on the things that like one bird in the air, basically, okay, or 2 birds in the air. There's like a saying like that. That can turn the energy around when you're more focused on the positive stuff. And lastly, we have here not lastly, this is the Friday, Sunday. I'm going to pull for Monday too. Let's see, 2 of Cups, love. Okay, next week, the things are going to resolve. I feel like maybe you're in. 8 of Swords indicates that feeling trapped, limited to a certain situation. It seems like you're freeing yourself from there, okay? And this can be even like a future possibility. You think that is going to be serving you. Maybe that's actually making you feel trapped. You're waiting for it to happen. Seems like you're going to let it go on that idea, that thought, release that. As soon as you release it, whatever is your heart's desire. 12 Cups usually comes as soulmate relationship, but this can be soulmate partnership, friendship. On the bottom, I see the Magician here. Something that will be really satisfying for you is going to happen. But first, you need to free yourself from the prison of not being able to know what's going to happen next. The moon indicates that. The moon tells us that maybe you are in an ambiguous situation right now. You don't really have clarity how things are going to work out, but justice will be served. Whatever this is that you're waiting for to happen, this can be about paperwork coming in, maybe resolving a situation or a relationship that didn't really go the way you want it to be, and you don't really have clarity right now. Justice card tells me that the karma is completing about this subject. And we have romance, so it can be maybe you're not really getting a text back from someone that is limiting your vision. You're going to actually receive something much better if you do not dwell on the energy of that person, like limit yourself to that box. Just follow your intuitive guidance, your gut feeling, your instinct is going to guide you towards the right direction. And either way, the justice actually tells me that this is going to resolve in the best way possible, your highest good, okay? Let's pull 3 important things you need to know during this time. Then we'll pull your affirmation, and we have a commitment coming forth. I love this commitment energy because we have the 2 of Cups here, and we have 2 hands with a keyhole with a star. Star is wish fulfillment. It seems like some of you might be even getting a love offer. I'm gonna say this sounds like, somebody's gonna propose to you tomorrow. If you are on that level, yes, go ahead and expect that. But this can even be someone asking you out for a coffee date or a dinner date. It can be like a dinner date that will really like give you hope, okay? And that can follow commitment. We have here, this is number 11, okay? I was gonna say 9 and 9, 36, but this is 11. Either way, the commitment can also be, we have on Monday, the 2 of Cups, heart's desire, wish fulfillment, can be coming from maybe like a contract that will really satisfy you. Second thing, we have magical map shifter. Shifting the map tells me that, okay, we have a life map, we follow a certain pathway, and this can be usually edged out by our living styles, the way we grow up. And I feel like for some of you, and maybe for all of you who are watching this reading, is actually going to shift that map that's been edged out already, which wasn't the negative parts of that is going to be switched out, and can be dependent on the decisions that you're making today during this month and following this ending the year, and maybe New Year's resolutions are actually going to really shift that map's direction, that the place that you're going in life to a positive direction. And we also have storm fields here. Storm fields, even though it seems like there's some action happening, this kind of reminds me of the storm is passing. So maybe you are in the storm right now. Again, we have number 9, which is enlightenment. I feel like that storm is passing now, leaving your territory, leaving your area. Okay, let's pull your crystal of support during this week. I'm gonna show you the picture because the writer of this deck, the person, the artist, actually prepared it with the intention that the cards can work as well as the crystals. We have a crystal right here for you. Let's see which one it is. Tiger's Eye. I have Tiger's Eye here too. It's not upright though. Okay, so it says courage, optimism, and power. A courageous and brave stone, Tiger's Eye motivates you to show up as your best self, dispelling any fear and doubt in your path. Known as the shapeshifter, Tiger's Eye embodies healing energies from both the earth and the sun, drawing optimism towards you while also grounding you in reality. Call on the warrior inside of you and pursue your ambitions with laser focus, with confidence, strength, and power. Tiger's Eye help break through the blockages that stand in your way. Activate your warriors inside you. So Tiger's Eye stone can be helpful if you have some, wear it, and that will actually invoke that courage and optimism within you. Another thing I feel like with Tiger's Eye energy can be something that you are afraid of, like 4 Cups indicates maybe you don't want to look something in front of you or 7 of Wands because you're feeling that it's not really going to work out your highest good. But Tiger's Eye, I feel like coming here to tell you, be courageous, be optimistic in this situation, and focus on that everything is always working out for your highest good, okay? And that will be so. Let's see your affirmation. I'll be at the other end of the universe acting strange. I'm going to get to the details of this card now because this actually tells me that someone might be telling you that, oh, you're acting strangely. And I feel like this card is also telling you like, be yourself. It doesn't matter. If you're truly in your own lane, there's no competition. Be original. Okay, 701s. And you acting strange is actually going to be your uniqueness. Okay, that will be appreciated. When we look at the artists in the past, and maybe even now, most of them are actually seen as strange initially, and then people come to realize they are one of a kind. Okay. All right, beautifuls, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.